This guy wants me to look at urine finance. Oh, I was like, wait, it's 1 cent? Imagine. 3.4K. USCR. We have a big dip. 4 cents to 3.5 cents. No new Maneki. Well, nobody's really asked for Maneki updates, but I guess I can take a look at it since we're just pumping out non-stop videos. Wow. %, not bad. All right, let's check the chats. We have Silver Days in the house. The True Chill for 99 cents already, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Here, yesterday I was asleep and woke up and you were getting off. Hope you had a good day, man. Yeah, it was a long day. It was Friday, but I'm off, so I'm on, if that makes sense. Done with work. Now I get to live stream, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, we were my wife and I, we were supposed to go watch Greenland 2 today, but we're gonna go watch it tomorrow because it's just better tomorrow. The times really didn't work out. Actually, technically, yeah, because it starts at 6:45, so I don't know. Anybody seen that movie? Anybody saw the first one? All right, let's do. Let's go. I mean, I feel like we're just gonna start. Yeah, hey, the True Troll, thank you so much for the 99 cents. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $1. I hope you had a good day too, man. I hope you had a good day. Yeah, so USCR, I mean, obviously you're just waiting for it to drop. So I'm gonna make a video right now, but obviously you're gonna, if you need to watch it again, I'm gonna post the videos obviously after the live stream, but taking a look at United States crypto reserves, USCR on the live stream. So a couple things to note on this. Technically, you had a 618 retracement already. So you hit 5 cents 50 and you got rejected. Now you're consolidating. That's key area that needs to break out. And then once it breaks out, then I'd say this thing's going to the moon. There's no doubt about that. However, right now it just looks like a retracement. A 618 retracement, which is massive given that from the bottom, you already went up 846%. Now, if you're dollar cost averaging down, or if you don't want to buy the top, which obviously I wouldn't, as long as USCR stays over this area of support, which you already came down and tagged and wicked at, and then you got a strong reversal. So obviously there's a lot of interest at these levels, but price action needs to stay over 2 cents 40 to 3 cents 38. If it doesn't, you are going to get a bigger correction back down to around 1 cent to 1 cent 40. And then from there, we really need to establish a floor, make a higher low, and validate this downtrend that we're technically still in order to see a reversal back up to the high, which at that point, it'll still be 5.5 cents needs to break. Otherwise, you're going to double top of the 618 and then do the same thing. But right now, we don't need to worry about all those if, ands, and buts because you're staying over this area of support at 2 cents 40 to 3 cents 38. So as long as it stays over this level, it's just a matter of time before you go back up to the 618 double top breakout. Next higher high should send you back up to the previous all-time high, which is 20 cents. And then from there, I think no resistance, bull run, price discovery, whatever you want to call it, up to like $1 something, which at that point we'll take a look at. But that's pretty much it for USCR. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah. Not bad, man. You went up 840%. So regardless, dude, like, that's a huge accomplishment. The fact that you chose a coin that went up 840%. So Good for you. What's Dogelon doing? Yeah, the chat's dead right now. Wow, we only got like 4 people in here. Yeah, what's Dogelon doing? Yeah, dude, that's sick. I got shouted out by this. I like that, by this guy. Like, I was gonna say his name, Marco. On, man, did you just, dude? My cat just took a fat dump in the litter box. Oh my gosh, it smells really freaking bad. Hey, do you have like poop on your butt? Hold on, let me just go make sure. Hey, like what smells so bad here? Come here, let me see. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Yo. Okay, I mean it's covered up, but wow, man, that's brutal. But yeah, I got shouted out, and now I'm getting a bunch of followers and stuff for Dogelon, and it's awesome because obviously you guys know I have Dogelon Mars, but it's obviously not a good performing coin, which is fine, and a lot of people don't understand that, which I'm gonna actually make a video on it. Like a lot of people hear me saying, "Hey, yeah, it's bearish," and they get they get like offended. Um, but that's not a bad thing. It's like, why wouldn't you want to, like, if you like this coin, why wouldn't you want to buy now, right? Um, I'll make a video on it though. USCR went up to 181 mil. Is it at 5 cents? Yeah, it did. And the price was like 20 cents. Yeah, 20 cents. So what is that? Like 7x, right? Yeah. So it doesn't look like they're releasing any coins. Yeah, it's actually fully diluted, dude. So you don't even have to worry about it being inflationary because it's fully diluted, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on Elon. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars Elon on the live stream. So first of all, huge shout out to Marco on Twitter for shouting me out for making Dogelon Mars content. So thank you so much. That was very unexpected, so I do appreciate it. And yeah, thank you. I mean, he didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. So it is greatly appreciated, and I just want you to know that I acknowledge that, and it's not like some sort of void and like I want to personally say thank you because that's awesome. Because you're also like, I see your posts $10 a day. Imagine doing that with $1,000 a day. That would be sick. But $10 a day and like always posting the chart like from CoinMarketCap, obviously your P&L on that like $10,000 a day for Dogelon, which is really cool. And always just posting about Dogelon Mars. The channel mostly talks about people coming here. We just do TA and stuff, but Dogelon Mars is a little bit special for me because I actually have this coin, so I actually still believe in it. But anyways, just wanted to get that out the way. So thank you so much. Now getting into the TA. A lot of the videos right now, like, sometimes I get comments on my videos and it's, you're so bearish, like that's FUD. And it's like, no, I have Dogelon Mars, and like, I'm using the power of sight and looking at, like, if it's bearish, it's bearish, but it doesn't necessarily, mean like, people get super offended when I say, and when I make TA videos on Dogelon Mars saying that it's extremely bearish, because again, you look at the chart and it is extremely bearish, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, hey, if you ever were planning, or if you want a dollar cost average down, like, now is the time to buy, right? Now would be the time to dollar cost average and start, or even start a position with Dogelon Mars. These are all opportunities, to get in at the lows. If you at least still believe in the coin. So it's not, but I'm saying that Dogelon is going to zero. I have Dogelon Mars. So, and the chart is bearish. So, when we eventually do turn bullish and we eventually, break up on out of here, then it'll be super easy to be like, hey, remember those times where we said, hey, it's bearish. Well, guess what? Now we get to say it's bullish because it's over these targets and these levels. So with that being said, let's get into TA. Again, a couple things to indicate on here is that the moving averages on the daily time frame are flattening out, which means that there is a move coming. I do think it's to the top side, and the top side being this area of resistance at 709 to 6013. Keep in mind that would be around a 82 to 175% pump. On the downside, if the move is to the downside, we do have support, the next area of support, which is 704 for Dojo on Mars. So that is a pretty big move down, like 30% or something, right? 19% move down. Let's just hope it's to the up. Let's just hope that the move is to the top side. And on the macro time frame, Dojo on Mars is not bullish until we break 6 zeros 12 and 6 zeros 22, which clearly you can see that on the shorter time frame that 236 does coincide perfectly with our shorter area, our short time frame area of resistance at between 7091 to 6013. So long story short, we have a lot of resistance to break. We could still come back up to either of these levels, get stuck, and come back down. What I really want to see with Dojo on Mars is breaking through this area, even consolidating in this area of resistance. That way, when we turn bullish again, we could get the next breakout, which should take us to 24, which actually that is the 382 from the high to the low. So that would be another major area of resistance that needs to break, which is 618 on the shorter time frame, 382 on the macro time frame. But I hope that all made sense. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for all of your support. And again, thank you so much for shouting me out, Marco. I really do appreciate that. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bam! See? You got to pay your dues. When somebody does something nice for you, you don't just like not talk about it, you know? You say, hey, thank you. That's awesome. US, oh wait, yeah. I already read that. Yeah, the chat is pretty much non-existent right now. We've got like 7 viewers, dude. How bearish is this? I guess we could start just taking a look at like Peanut. Someone wanted Peanut on the comments, so I guess we can make a video on Peanut. Peanut the squirrel. Taking a look at Peanut the squirrel on the live stream. So unfortunately on the shorter time frame, I mean, you're still bearish on the macro time frame under 15 cents. You had a pretty decent sized rally, right? Yeah, 58%. Unfortunately, we did not hold critical support at 8 cents 80 to 9 cents 50, which means that most likely we will come back down to 7 cents 40 to 7 cents 90 at some point to retest this area of support. What I'm really hoping happens for Peanuts is that you do create some sort of higher low and start creating some sort of uptrend forming. Because if that doesn't happen, then you're going to get consolidation, lower highs, and eventually break down to the next area of support, which is, by the looks of it, is around 5 cents. But if we do see a continuation, and if for whatever reason volume comes in and buying comes back in, just keep in mind it's still bearish under 15 cents. And it's bullish over 26 cents. So you have long ways to go in a lot of area of resistance to break through in order to have a full-blown trend reversal. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. I didn't hear what you said about my comment. About what? USCR went to 181 mil. Hope you had a good day. Wait, did I miss something? Yesterday I slept. I was asleep. Did you type something and I can't see it? I see USCR went up to 181 mil. That's the last thing I heard you say. And then I did actually bring up the chart and we did look at it. The fact, and I did acknowledge that. Back here. Yeah. And I said that it's crazy because it's a fully diluted coin. And it's actually truly 181 mil. Because, like, for example, Jasmine, for example, right? You got this coin that came out here at, like, when it came out, even it didn't even have a market cap, but let's just use when the first market cap registered. Jasmine was 1 billion and the price was 21 cents, right? And you could see how they released a whole bunch of coins. So even if it hits a billion market cap again, you're looking at 1 cent instead of 20 cents. That's how diluted it is. The good thing about USCR is that, yeah, you're right. It hit 181 mil, and that's still, if it hits 181 mil again, the price is going to be around 21 cents. So, or 18 or 19 cents, whatever the all-time high price is. Yeah, it says 20 cents. So, yeah, this is good, man. I like the tokenomics on this because it's not like they just came out and started releasing a ton of circulation into the supply. It came out and it's 100% diluted. So it's not inflationary. Like, the price is the price. Matthew Dropco's in the house. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Mog. Let's check out Mog for this Mog whale. And then bam, we did Peanuts. Yeah, it looks like you just had a retracement, but I mean, you're holding it anyway, so just honestly, just hope for the best. Hope that we get a reversal and break 34 to 47, because once we break that, then 81 still hitting the downtrend. I mean, you have a lot of resistance. I mean, it really has to be bullish, Matthew Dropco. But once it turns bullish, man, I mean, you have these giant moves up. Like, you'll know when it's bullish. So you just have a lot of resistance. So 6 rows 34 to 47 is, you technically hit it as resistance, and now you're basically breaking back down. So we'll just have to wait and see. I got your comment also. So I did check it out. Amelia's bracelet says evening everyone. What's up, Amelia's bracelet? Welcome, Amelia's bracelets. And you're right, that's why I jumped on it so fast, and Pandora supply is up. And Pandora to the supply is up. What do you mean the supply? I thought Pandora was fully diluted. Did I read that wrong? Yeah, Pandora is also fully diluted and only has 10,000 coins. Dude, imagine if you were like a millionaire and you're like, oh, I'm going to buy this coin and I'm just going to like buy all of them. Oh, you're saying like it's up, meaning like they don't have a circulation. Yeah, that's why I like meme coins, because meme coins are fully diluted. Like Dogelon, like what I have, it's fully diluted. The other amount is locked in a liquidity pool. So same with like Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is like fully diluted. Even KeyCat, right? Let's just look at KeyCat because I have cats. Yeah, it's fully diluted. Pepe, it's fully diluted. Yeah, it's fully diluted. So that's why I like meme coins, because the tokenomics are like, it's not inflationary. They're not like, oh, I'm gonna release 10%. I'm gonna release the coin at 10% and then dump 90% throughout the course of like 10 years on the market. Would you take a look at Pyth, please? What's up? What's up, Batman's sidekick? Let's go. I'm just joking. You probably hear that all the time. What's up, Robin? Let's see. Pyth. No, wait. Oh, yeah, Pyth. Let's look at Pyth for you. Yeah, this is very bearish. It doesn't mean that it can't go up. I'm really hoping that you didn't buy like at the top. But clearly you do get these reversals. So I mean, every single time we get this bottom, it's the same thing, right? So I would have said, even back here, we would have been like, hey, you have resistance at the 236382, and on the way down, obviously this breaks, you're gonna make a lower low. you actually went up to the 0.5 and got rejected and made a lower low. Now, the next lower low, first of all, it would have been here, which you technically did tag the 236, and that's all you rode. And then here it never happened. Here you came back up to the 236382, got rejected, made a lower low. Here you came back up to 236382, got rejected, made a lower low. So, I mean, we just got to keep moving the FIB down, right? Technically, you have resistance here, given that we've temporarily bottomed. So just if you're holding it, you really need to, and if you bought the top, unfortunately, you just really have to break this area for a full-blown trend reversal. But if you're trading it, or if you want to get out, then theoretically 11 to 17 cents is the exit strategy. But it's not even guaranteed for it to go up to those levels. So you're just still very bearish under 11 cents. So just be careful with Pyth, obviously. But no financial advice, just my opinion. Do you think Arc Block can climb again? I'm loading up on Keyboard Cat. Yeah, dude, I wish I could, but I don't have Coinbase, and I don't want to put any money in anymore. Because either I'm going to make it with Dogelon, and I'm going to be buying BTC on the way down, or I'm just going to ride Dogelon to zero and have BTC on the way down for the next bull market. So, yeah, man, 772,000 holders, 11 million market cap, bro. This thing's probably going to get listed on Robinhood. Let's see. Thanks. I just bought 2 weeks ago after seeing it in a dream. You saw it in a dream. Oh man, I gotta buy this now. Oh my god, we got Robin the Seer, Robin the all-seeing eye. Let's go, Robin the we got the future Nostradamus in here. Everybody, quick, buy Pyth. No, that's cool. I mean, it's good. You bought it 2 weeks ago. You bought a bottom, so just keep in mind. It depends on if you want to get greedy or not. But 11 cents is 100%, so you 2x your money. 17 cents is 200%. You 3x your money. But I mean, this thing is 20x back up to its all-time high. So, there's a lot of upside potential for Pyth. So I hope this goes back up, but also just keep in mind, based off of this chart, you already know we typically go up and get rejected at resistance and come down. So you have to decide at that point, hey, this is enough money. Like I'm happy with my profits, or hey, I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit. But if you do risk it for the biscuit, just be aware that it might come down and make a lower low. So yeah, be careful. Can ABT climb again? Arc block. I haven't looked at arc block in a while. Let's see. Yeah, arc block does not look good. So, like we always say, 236382. Once this area breaks, typically you come down and you retest the 618786. So I don't know if it's bottomed yet. I mean, you could go back down to 13 cents. That is the next area of support on the macro time frame. So you could theoretically go back down, have a 786 retracement, and then start moving up from there. But I mean, you could still have some sort of move up. 42 cents to 67 cents is resistance, which still actually hits this downtrend. So if you're Amelia's bracelets, if you're holding it, you need to break this area for a reversal. $1.44 would be in play, 618 retracement, but that's not even a guarantee. You could still get stuck there and get sent right back down. But once you break that, then it's like a full-blown trend reversal. But yeah, you might get something like this where you like eventually double top and then like break out. But how often does that happen? Not that often, but I think there's probably still downside. And in the shorter time frame, you could still come back up. You could still have a move up to 42 to 67 cents and still be bearish. Thank you. I will be careful. Yeah. I mean, you bought 2 weeks ago. You know, it's like, how much are you trying to make, right? If it's a small amount where you can risk it for 20x and it won't really like matter, then why not? I mean, let's see. How is it tokenomics? Yeah, see, like I don't like this because look, like it's a 384 million market cap, but it's only around 57% diluted. And look, they have a token unlock schedule, so the next time it's just inflationary, right? The next time they're releasing coins is going to be May of 2026 and then May of 2027. So for the next 2 years to fully dilute it. But I mean, you have some time, but like look at the market cap, right? So like when it first came out over here, it was a 1.64 billion market cap and the price was $1. Then you hit 1 billion on August 1.6. Damn. Okay, so you hit, let's just use this as an example, 1.8 billion. So you actually made a all-time high on the market cap, but you see how the price made a lower high at 50 cents. So bam. That means that it double topped, but the price was 50% less, right? I'm not a big fan of those tokens. It is inflationary, but again, it doesn't mean that the coin can't go up. It just means obviously like be careful. Damn, is my stream like not, what's going on in my stream? Yeah, what's my bit rate supposed to be? Let me see. What's my bit rate supposed to be for YouTube? Okay, I guess never mind. I need 500k more. You need 500k more, what, USCR? I didn't invest a lot. It's like Oracle, like Chainlink. That's good. Level with me is 4 cents XN out of the question, and staking it at all-time highs. Let me see. $0.04 XN out of the question? No, it's not. But if it breaks 2074, then we are probably in for a deeper correction. Because you just had a 236382 retracement, so I don't think 4 cents is out of the question. Just keep in mind, XN also did just get listed on Robinhood, so I don't think it's out of the question. No. My opinion, way higher. I was in when it was 5 cents last year. You're talking about XN? Can you look at Babylon? Oh, $500k dollars? Dude, I need 500k more, man. What do you... I need... Dude, come on. I need 250k. I'll be happy with half of that, man. Give me half of that. I'll be fine. I'll be out. 250,000. I think that's funny because Dojo on Mars at the previous all-time high, I would have $250,000. That's if it hits all-time highs though, like the previous all-time highs. Can you look at Babylon? Babylon AD? Yeah, let's take a look at Babylon. That's what I do a lot. Babylon. I babble a lot. Oh, that's funny. Babble a lot. Am I looking at the right coin? Baby. Yeah, another crazy token unlock schedule. So just be careful. Mateo, be careful with this coin. It looks like they're releasing coins all the way out to 2029. It's only 25% diluted. It has an unlimited, I can't even say it, infinite max supply. So just be careful with that. Now, as far as TA goes, doesn't mean they can't go up. You have resistance at 2 cents, 80 to 4 cents. So 2 cents 40 to 8 cents. Sorry, 2 cents 80 to 4 cents. You could still come back up, get stuck. Keep in mind that's what we did last time when we put in a bottom, and even last time when we put in a bottom. So you are having a nice move up. I mean, it's a 47 to 100% move back up, but it just depends. Are you holding it? Are you trading it? Just be careful with that. I like it because I got 30% staking, probably because of the unlock schedule. Damn, it had big news yesterday with an investment. They messing with the internet. Yeah, how's my stream? Is it lagging for you guys, or how is it? Percent staking. It says please use a keyframe frequency for 4 seconds or less. What keyframe frequency? Let's see. Hello, hello. Let's see. All right, there we go. It should be good. USDR has to hit $5 for my 500K, which I think it will. Yo, can we please get a nice move on BTC? Hold on. My internet messing up too. Okay, so it's not just mine. Do you stake at all, or do you ever dabble with pools or lending? I don't stake at all, and there's no staking Dogelon Mars or BTC, which is the only two things I have right now. And I don't do any lending. I don't trade with leverage. I don't trade. I don't do leverage. I don't do puts. I don't do options. I don't do any of that. So I just do spot. I just spot buy. I wanna buy my Bitcoin. This guy wants me to do Yearn Finance. I haven't looked at this since it was like $90,000. You guys remember when this got listed on Coinbase and it hit like 90 grand? Crazy is that? Wi-Fi. That's funny given the Wi-Fi is messing up right now. Yeah, wow. Taking a look at Wi-Fi on the live stream. So for Wi-Fi, I mean, technically you came down, like you had support at the 618 at $4,800. Technically, the next landing pad for Wi-Fi could be 2.1K. Now, if we get some sort of reversal and on the macro time frame, Wi-Fi is still bearish as long as it's under 6.9K, bullish over 11,500. Keep in mind that this entire bull market, you've actually attempted to break this area of resistance, which you failed to do so for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And every single time it was like 200%, right? So you went up 200%, you went up 100%, you went up 250%, and then from here you went up 245%. So, this classic consolidation, and you eventually need to break out. Otherwise, you just keep getting rejected, and you make a lower low and all-time lows. So we did put in a low. We did put in a lower low, and now we could just shift this resistance here. But just keep in mind on the macro time frame, technically, Yearn Finance's next area of support is around $2,100. So I hope we don't go that low. I hope we establish some sort of base and floor over here before we eventually break this area. But we could still come back up here, get stuck, and make that lower low. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Damn, nobody's ever seen the movie Greenland? Wow, I know. I guess we're not going to watch it. I'm trying to see if my stream is here or not. Because it's showing we have 0 people in the chat, but then it shows that we have 12 concurrent viewers. So I'm assuming you guys are still here, right? Still here? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so we did Yearn Finance. Axelar's cooked, but yeah, it just made an all-time low. Crazy, man. Maniki, Axelar. Taking a look at Axelar on the live stream. So unfortunately, we actually broke down, made a all-time low. So technically, we need to kind of reposition the chart. Now, you're still on this channel. You're still, I don't even know why it's going so low. I mean, are they like releasing a bunch of tokens or something? Yeah, it looks like they are. They're just releasing a whole bunch of tokens right now. So obviously that's not bullish. The last time, we were 84 million was back here, in January 2023, and the price was 58 cents, and now the market cap is the same, but it's 7 cents. So it is inflationary. They are releasing coins. It doesn't mean that it's it doesn't mean that it can't go up. Just keep in mind, bearish under 16 cents, bullish over 27 cents. I don't know how low this thing's going to go, so just be careful with Axelar. But once we start breaking this area, once we break out of this downtrend and this area of resistance, then we could start taking a look at the targets on the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Still here. What's up, Chris? Do you think SUI will blow up like Solana did in the upcoming years? Yo, I have no idea. I don't know. I think that it just hit a major area of resistance and we're getting stuck. So I think that if $1.75 doesn't hold, we're probably going to come back down and make a lower low. But for any sort of continuation, we need to see a break over 210 and then 281 would be in play. But SUI does look, I mean, the chart looks really nice. Like, you're maintaining this uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. What I just don't want to see is end up doing something like this where this is like how OXT looks, right? I know that's a pretty crazy comparison, but look, this is what this did. Like, it had a really nice chart, and I don't want to like FUD you out, but it had a really like clean, nice chart. And then it ended up just like dying and going to zero. So I'm not saying, I'm not saying it will, but I'm just saying. Oliver, good Friday evening. Nice to be here for the second time in the live, but keep getting booted. How do you keep getting booted? Wait, what? Oliver says that he keeps getting booted. Why do you keep getting booted? I don't think I've ever booted you. Colonel? Colonel Dow. Be careful with this coin. They're obviously releasing a whole bunch of circulation into the supply. Please be careful with this coin. Now, doesn't mean it can't go up, like I always say. Yeah, so you actually made a lower low, so we just have to redraw our fib and say hey. Yeah, you have resistance at 9 cents, so like around 10 cents, and bullish over 14 cents. Keep in mind that from the current price, it's around 34 to 79%, but you can still come up to those levels and get stuck and validate this downtrend that's forming. So it does absolutely need to break this area of the, this area of resistance. And I mean, if this thing goes back to its all-time high, it's around a 7x, so. I'm sorry, I didn't hear 4 cents actually is reason. Yes, I think it's within reason. Yes, Greenland one is good, but not but it's come on. It's with the the actors. I'm only going for what's his name? How do I not know his name? I always get Gerard Butler and the other guy mixed up. One of my favorite movies was Gladiator. What's the other guy that kind of looks like him? Not the guy, like, I guess you could say the guy from 300, but not by you. Stream keeps resetting. I keep getting subscribers only. Yeah, you have to like wait like 5 seconds and then it's like a glitch. It happens for me too when I go to someone else's live stream. Aussie Main says Ondo. I'm only FUD it out in general because of the Gaussian channel indicator. There's a red coming. No, there isn't. Not yet. Do you watch my Bitcoin videos? Oh, you probably do watch my Bitcoin videos. Yeah, we're not red yet. We're not red yet. We still have a chance. We could still get alt season here. And then we could fall off the table. And we've been red on the daily since October of 2025. So, I mean, this is a long time. This is a long time being red. Last time it was February to May. So February, March, April, May. And then what is this? October, November, December, January. So theoretically we should, we should break out if we're still macro bullish. Please look at Cardano. I'm going to see Greenland too for the story. I like the end of the Earth type of struggle stories. Yeah, same here. We're probably going to go watch it tonight or tomorrow night. That's the best indicator that I've ever seen, to be honest. It really puts things. Yeah, exactly. It's like the only indicator that's why I think that we're bearish, because it's been wrong. Every single time we haven't used the Gaussian channel on the weekly as support and we've actually broken into it. That's what this is. Like we broke down after 175 days, 140 days before we had the bear market. So it happens every single time. That's what those are. So we're so far, we're at 77 days or 78 days or something. So we still have like a couple of months left. But once I see it at like around that area, 140 to 175, I'm probably going to be out. I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'm only going to be buying Bitcoin now. Because I know that we're going to be bearish. Bearish like there's going to be nobody in here. Usually bullish, we have 20 to 40 people. We'll probably have like 10 people in here. Sunday at night when everybody was sleeping, BYC will start pumping. Let's go, Demon. I hope so. Hey, can you please look at MOG? Bearish until BTC back over 107K. I'll take 100. I'll take 95K. Bearish until we break 95K, then 103. Those are my targets. Once we break 103 and invalidate this, it'll be like I don't think that's going to happen, because then that would mean that something's happened for the very first time in the last 12 years since Bitcoin's been out, or whatever, however many years. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen, because that would literally invalidate 12 years of data. So that's why I think we're bearish, and we're probably not going to break back over 103,000. But that doesn't mean we can't get alt season, which is obviously why I'm still holding. All right, let's start looking at these coins. Let's take a look at Cardano, ADA. Yeah, Cardano doesn't look, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, but it's still bearish on the macro time frame under 43 cents. You broke down, you came back, retested as resistance, and then you broke back down. I don't think, it has support here at 34 cents, so that's still valid. If 34 cents breaks, you're probably going to come back down to the lows. But that would mean that Bitcoin is really breaking down. But if you can manage to get a break and get some sort of relief rally on the shorter time frame, 45 cents to 56 cents is in play, and then 78 cents for the next lower high. But it's still bearish, unfortunately. I'd only say bullish over 78 cents, and then where is that in terms of the 382? Yeah, 61 to 78 cents that area, once that area does break, I'd say, you know, Cardano full-blown reversal. You're validating this uptrend that's forming, this giant megaphone phone pattern. And then I'd say probably back up to the 786, right? Which is, yeah, $1.80. So pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Yeah, we already Tyler, we already looked at we already looked at this, but we'll take a look at it again. Yeah, so for MOG, we came back up already and retested this area of resistance at 6.34 to 6.47, and we got stuck. We made a lower high, so if we don't break this area, we will probably come back down to 6.22. If we get buying coming back in and we get volume, we need to push through this area of resistance, and then 6.81 would be the next target on the upside. But that's pretty much it for MOG. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome, Tyler. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming by and supporting the live stream. Come on, Dojalon. See, you guys have all your coins, but I got my coin. I got my coin. Come on, let's go. Wish me luck. All it has to do is just go, 50x. That's all it has to do. Yo, that's insane. That's 250 grand. Crazy. And then I'm going to be like, man, I wish I bought more. No, I'll be fine with 250. Thanks for the last curious on XDC. What's up, Oliver? We used to do XDC videos because we had a member, and this was the member coin. But obviously I haven't looked at XDC in a while, so... Yeah, so for XDC, I mean... Yeah, typically you break the 236382, you come back down to 618786, so you already tagged it. So if we put in a bottom here, I mean, what you're looking for is consolidation, then eventually a break over 6 cents to 7 cents 20, and then 9 cents 70 would be the next target on the upside. And then we can start taking a look at it on the macro time frame. Keep in mind, you're actually respecting 4 cents 70. So it's still on the macro time frame, it's bullish over 4 cents 70, which it looks like you're using it as support right now. So technically, targets on the upside are also valid as long as 4 cents 70 holds, which as of right now is 6 cents, 6 cents 20, 9 cents 70. So Mateo says, say, would you draw the line and sell Elon? Oh, where would you draw the line and sell Elon? Probably a 618 retracement, but the thing is that I probably wouldn't sell all of it. I would probably keep like 10 billion just in case it does go back up and make all-time highs. But I would probably say the 618 retracement is where I would start selling, which would be 6 zeros. No, sorry, that's the shorter time frame. I was like, wait, no. 6 zeros 57. That's where I would start, which technically it's a good, it's a good area in my opinion. But the true chill for three, I think you sent me 3 super chats, right? Yeah, you sent me 3 super chats for 99 cents. So, yo, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. 3rd super chat of the night, and it is from the True Trill. So thank you so much for the super chats, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Oliver says, nice, thanks. You are welcome. We got to do Maniki. Someone wanted Maniki. I still can't believe this thing is all the way back down when when it has such crazy lock liquidity to market cap ratio. I don't even know how that's possible. Taking a look at Maniki on the live stream. So for Maniki, hopefully we put in a bottom, but you're just in this downtrend right now. So if we do get a move up, you are looking at around 140 to 340%. Just keep in mind that you could still come back up to this level, get stuck, and get rejected, and come back down, make a lower low, which is exactly what we've been doing with Maniki. So bearish under 2.011, bullish over 2.021. Once it starts breaking this and invalidating this downtrend, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But as long as we're under this area of resistance, even if we come back up to this level, it's still bearish. You're just going to come back up here like you've done before, get stuck, come back down. So this is where traders are going to be taking profits. But if you're holding it, you absolutely need to break this area of resistance. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And thank you so much for your support. So we did Kernel, we did Maniki. Next week, USCR will be flying, and I have to see what the Fed say January 27th. I hope OTS good news. Wait, is there a Fed meeting on the 27th? Wait, hold on. Oh, January 27, 28. Yeah, you're right. Dude, imagine if there's like a 1.5% rate cut. I would be forced to buy a house right now. It would just have to be like in the middle of nowhere because of how expensive houses are where I am. I can't even, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. 1.5% cut, that would be insane. I don't think they're going to cut it by 1.5%. I think maybe like 0.5% or something. All right, we're closing in on the hour mark. So, yeah, so just we'll take a couple more coin requests, and then after that, we'll start with our outro. Appreciate you checking out Avantis. I'm in with a high average of 38 cents and hoping for a move up will get me plus. Yeah, we'll take a look at Avantis. Oh, Aventis or Avantis? Avantis. Ooh, it's the new one that came out, but it somehow came out and it got listed on Robinhood, right? Yeah, so for Avantis, here I'll make an update. Taking a look at Avantis on the live stream. So this coin came out and we had a nice run and now we have a consolidation area. Just keep in mind with Avantis, it's not fully diluted. So I'm not a big fan of coins that come out with a high market valuation and that have like a crazy release schedule like this. It doesn't mean that the coin can't go up. It just means that it is extremely inflationary. And when they have release schedules, it is also an indicator that there's going to be a lot of selling pressure. So just be careful with Avantis. Now, saying that, there is no more support for Avantis. It looks like it came out at 20 cents. You had a monster run. You already did a 10x. It came all the way back down and retested support and broke support. So there is no more support for Avantis. I would say the next area of support would just be down here at 20 cents. Now, the targets on the upside for Avantis is you have resistance at 39 to 57 cents. So keep in mind, you already came up and retested this area as resistance and you got stuck. Bearish under 39 cents. So what you really want to see if price action is under here is some sort of consolidation. And then once we turn bullish, a breakout of this area of resistance should send you to $1. However, if we don't consolidate or if we come down, break down, you could see that there is no more support. I would say the next area of support for Avantis is like 4 cents, but I don't know how low this thing can go before we get some sort of reversal, because you might, it's never a straight shot back down to 4 cents, right? 20 cents breaks, maybe you'll go back down to 15 cents, get a bounce, 10 cents, get a bounce, and so on. But I know that's very bearish right now, but just keep in mind, if we do break this box in this area of resistance, then all that is invalidated, and then we can start looking at the targets on the upside: $1.05, $2, and then Avantis to the moon up to $13. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, so the gentleman who said he bought at 38 cents, once we do get this, I don't like the fact that you bought like when we pumped. You obviously bought when we pumped, so I don't like that. I wish you had bought down here at 20 cents, because that way you would be up, and then I could easily be like, hey, we have support here at 33 to 37 cents, which is where you should have like theoretically put in your stop loss, because typically when this area doesn't hold, you do get a deeper correction at 25 to 28 cents. And that's not even a guaranteed bounce, right? That's just the maintaining an uptrend and being an extreme hopium with validating some sort of uptrend. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I hope that, I wish that you did, and I hope this thing goes back up to 39 cents and 57 cents, and then you really strongly consider maybe taking profits at that point. But you could do whatever you want. I mean, obviously, if you believe in the coin, then hold it to the moon, and I hope it goes to the moon for you. So. Imagine being able to afford a house. Yeah, I know. I can't. Like, imagine. It'd be nice, though. Appreciate all you do. Yo, thank you so much, Uchil. And yeah, like, you came by these, like, this last week, and you've been, super chatting. You've been super chatting, like a dollar, like, 5 times or whatever. So I really appreciate it. Thanks for keeping the lights on, man. So. I'm just joking. I hear someone else saying that. Oh, thanks for keeping the lights on, but no. But thank you so much for the super chats. It's pretty what do you call it? It's like it's exciting to get super chatted for sure. So thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I bought low and sold at 42 cents, and then rebought again too high. So you made some profit, and then you bought too high. Yeah, I wish you would have came in here and we could have looked at it, because even rebuying at the 382 at 33 cents, at least it would have minimized your risk. But at least we'll now that you're here, we'll take a look at like the targets. Okay, so like we'll just take a look at the targets, and that way you can sell again at 57 cents or $1.05, and then if you really like the coin, we'll look at the next areas of support where you typically do get corrections to. And then that way you're kind of minimizing your risk. But we'll take a look at it for you. Oh my gosh, is that the crypto undead coming in at 9 o'clock, 6, 7, or 8 o'clock your time? Yo, the crypto undead. Have you seen the movie Greenland? Like Greenland with Gerard Butler? Have you seen that movie? With Maximus Decimus. I'm sure you've seen it. But yo, the crypto undead's in the chat, man. When's the last time you went live? This guy's Oh, you streamed 2 days ago? You streamed 2 days ago. Let's go. Yeah, you're busy, huh? Oh, you've been... No, okay, so it was 3 weeks ago, and then 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. Are you back on, like, the daily... are you back on the daily grind, or, like, are you just busy with work and stuff? Because I know, like... you're busy with work and stuff. But... Yeah, if you guys are in here, definitely go check out TCU. He does I mean, when he goes live, which is for the most part, I mean, it's very consistent, but I think he got like a job or a new job or something like that, so he's kind of busy with life, but he does very similar TA, and he will definitely take a look at your coin and tell you that as tell you that if you have OXT, it's going to zero. No, I'm just joking, but definitely go check him out and give him some love. Yo, TCU for 2 beans. Let's go. Thank you and the membership, man. Yo, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Predator Bandsland? No, I have not. How many days in a row have you been live? Well, I've been live since December 1st, but I had to take a week off because my internet, I was on vacation and my internet was absolute garbage, which was very unfortunate because I had such a good streak going and I was getting a lot of subscribers and a lot of like my charts started going up. But then like that 7 days it like kind of tanked and then now I'm like slowly building it back up. But typically, so last year we went live 3 days. Sorry, 3 days. We went live 3 months out of the year. So like 3 months every single day was live, and every other month it was 3 days a week. So it's typically Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Sundays in the morning. But 3 months out of last year, it was every single day. This year, I'm making it so it's 6 months. So 6 months out of this year, which I'm gonna also correspond with when Bitcoin does go up because I'm trying to capitalize and maximize my returns. Obviously, people are like happier in a good mood. Obviously, y'all are making money, which also corresponds with me making money, right? So I mean, the highest revenue month so far in the history of my YouTube was when we had alt season, and when everybody was like getting ridiculous amount of returns, like all within weeks. So obviously, I'm trying to play it like that. But regardless, we're going to be live every single day for 6 months out of this year, and then the other 6 months, it's going to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. But anyway, thanks for asking. Work, my man. I like it's crazy because you're typing, and I hear how you talk, like cause you're like work, my man. A stream when I can. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I hope you like your new job, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, yeah, TCU, you're not holding Toshi anymore, right? Bro, imagine if you just bought like Pepe or like the other one that like had a monster move up. It's funny because wait. Oh, I'm not on 24. Yeah, look at this, dude. Freaking 100% move on Pepe. I'm still waiting on my Elon to do something like that. Oh, it's going up a little bit, but yeah, I'm still waiting for Elon to do that. Imagine Elon goes up 100%. Dude, that would be nice. Come on, Elon. Come on, Elon. Whoa. Whoa. All right, let's see. Am I missing anything? I don't think I'm missing anything. Yo, let's go. I feel like I should be live for like another hour. No, I'm out. Lost 2 grand on Toshi. Damn, I can't like it. Yeah, that sucks. It's the worst feeling ever. I recorded a. I myself recorded a a loss this year of actually a little bit more than that, but um I understand. Damn, why did we not get some sort of bounce? Oh, we did get a bounce, but I think I think you might have gone in like before or like here. But damn, imagine like it's just crazy. It's just timing, TCU. Like imagine if you had bought down here. Like if you had bought down here, you would have been super happy because you would have had 55% pump, right? But it's just timing. Like now, like I wish I had bought Dogelon on Mars now, because imagine if it does go up 100%, and you know I get to sell at a if I wanted to. Oh, okay, I'll take that. But the problem is when you're DCing and when you're like in a coin for so long, it's like even if you have these massive bounces up, it doesn't matter because it's still going to come back down, make a lower low. Thoughts on Link? Link is Link is it's very good. I think it's a little bit too rich for me. But then again, like I have Dogelon, so yeah. I mean, this thing is like it looks very good. Like I don't think this thing's gonna come all the way back down for whatever reason. If it does, that's crazy. But um, I think that when we turn bullish again, and yeah, you're still macro bullish. Like, look, you're still over $12. So this thing's still macro bullish. So you've been macro bullish since November of 2024. In the shorter time frame, resistance at $14 to $16, bullish over $19. I don't want to start seeing lower highs though. So I'd say that if you're in right now and if you see it getting stuck at $19, probably I would probably take profits if I start seeing sell-offs because that's a classic 618 retracement from here. Mateo says, yeah, I watched your stream yesterday and got into Samo and Elon. Dude, you watched my stream and bought Samo and Elon? Wait, did you buy Samo before the pump though? Cause if you did, then you're up, bro. Yo, did you actually get in on this? That's 150%. There's no way. There's no way. That's if you did, that's good for you, man. I'm happy. But I don't have Samo. But the other gentleman has Samo. The guy, Flipcoins, he always comes in here. He has Samo. I don't. But what a monster move on Samo. 150%. Wow. No, I bought Samo after. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, Samo, what a crazy move. Dude, it said 300x back up to its all-time high. And it said 3 million market cap. So, and it's on Gemini. I know that because I have Gemini. Wait. Oh yeah, it's on Gemini. Yeah, wow. TCU says, remember Pitbull? Is that still around? Yeah, I think so. This thing has crazy lock liquidity, right? I forget who had this coin. I think it was Matthew Dropco. This is a Matthew Dropco coin, I think. But he's also been talking about it for like years. Yeah, dude, this thing's insane. Yo, this is like Manakey. I don't know how this market cap is 9.7 million and the locked liquidity is $7.4 million. How is this coin not doing anything? Yeah, it's like a 20. I mean, I guess from the current price, it's a 27x back up to its all-time high. Aloe says, damn, he's here on Friday night. That's commitment. Bro, I'm here every day. Monday, Friday, 5 p.m. You're just always late. Monday, Friday, 5 p.m. and then Saturday and Sunday, it's in the mornings. So tomorrow I have to post all my watch list videos. How many do I have now? I don't know, all these, but I have to post all these, like make individual videos in the morning, and then I will be live probably after Vision. I'm gonna try to snipe his audience afterwards. No, I'm just joking. Imagine. No, see, like TCU, I would be like, hey, go, the crypto undead is about to go live, so definitely, so I'm about to get off, so definitely go check him out. But Vision, he like I don't talk. I remember I did this like years ago, and he said something about it. Like it was nothing bad at all, like nothing bad at all. But I remember I was like, oh, like live, and then he was like, oh, like you're advertising, and right there I was like, yeah, you're right, but like, I understand. So I never did that. I've never done that again. Even when people are in there like, oh, hey, I watched your video or I saw your video, I never engaged because I think I think that's pretty bad, because I don't think he likes that. So, and he's gonna beat my ass. he's gonna find me. He knows me because I sent him PayPal. So I don't want him to like search me up and be like, oh, this guy. Let me go find his ass. He's gonna steal my cats. He's gonna rob my cats. He's gonna make me pay him $1,000 for to get my cats back. Alice has staffies? Really? Yo. What? What? Bro, why didn't you tell me this earlier? Yeah, wow. I guess I'll make a video on it because it's like taking a look at staffies, FIS on the live stream. So, yeah, so bearish under 5 cents 80, bullish over 13 cents 60 on the macro time frame. On the shorter time frame, technically, you did hit resistance here at 2 cents 60 to 2 cents 70. So for any sort of continuation, you absolutely need to break this area of resistance. I'd say 6 cents 70 would be the next target, and then we can start taking a look at it on the upside. We could start taking a look at the targets on the upside. However, we could still come back to either of these levels, get stuck, and come back down, make a lower low. So if you're trading it, this is where traders are going to be taking profits. So right off the bat, you did a 77% rip from the bottom. So congratulations. If you're holding it, you do need to break this area of resistance. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, TCU. Yeah, everybody go check out TCU, man. He's going to go live right now. No, I'm just joking. Imagine you're going to be like, oh, dang it. I got to go live now. No, hey, TCU, when is the next time you're going live? Aloe says, I told you before. I forget when, though. Yeah, you already told me, but it was still up, though. Did it, like, do a double bounce or something? Yeah, it was up back here, I remember. You told me this like it was like last week, right? Yeah, it was back here. Yeah. Because it went up it was up like 40% when you told me, and then it had a retracement. Oh, this is actually a perfect example, actually. Let's see. This is pretty important to note because you had a monster move. Where's that guy where's that guy? Damn, I already forgot his name because he's not a regular, but you break the 236382, you typically come back down for any to the 618786, I know this is on the hourly, but that's usually what happens when you get big pumps and continuations like this and breakouts. You're minimizing your downward risk and you're capitalizing on it. So you bought the 618, you went down a little bit more, and that's okay because you buy both of these levels, then you're set, and you actually got a breakout. So good for anybody who, yeah, good for anybody who bought that. Is SafeMoon still a coin? Lol. You're joking, right? Bro, this thing got, SafeMoon got rugged. SafeMoon, there's no more SafeMoon. Yeah, there's no more SafeMoon. It's gone. The developers like rugged it. The developers like destroyed the coin, man. They rug pulled on their community. It was like the biggest scam ever. Let me see. Let me see if I can Google this. Uh, what happened to SafeMoon Crypto? SafeMoon Crypto. Oh, there we go. SafeMoon Crypto imploded due to massive fraud by its executives, John Karavi, whatever these guys' names are, nobody's, who cares, who allegedly diverted over $200 million in investor funds for personal luxury purchases, lending to SEC, Department of Justice charges, bankruptcy. Oh my gosh. So basically, it led to, leading to SEC, Department of Justice charges, bankruptcy, Chapter 7, and Caroni's conviction in May of 2025 for securities fraud, while the FBI seeks victims for restitution and funds are recovered. As funds are recovered. Damn. That's crazy, man. How much did people lost a lot of money in SafeMoon? I'm really hoping they get their money back, though. But Ash Ketchum, welcome to the an hour and 22 minutes. Yeah, I guess I'm really bored. So hold on, let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me check on my wife and see like what's going on. Hey, are you like busy? Angel's sleeping in the thing. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'll be live for a little bit longer, actually. Let's see. Monday, I'm working 12-hour shifts this weekend. Whoa, bro. What? What the heck? You better be talking about you're doing a 12-hour live stream this weekend. But damn. 12-hour shifts. Damn. Yeah, BC. I put all in on BCH. Wish me luck. I'll take a look at BCH. Let me check on my wife. Oh, nice meow. Dude, yeah, I don't know. I mean, is she just like bored, or is she like working on her, on her, what do you call it? Like social media and stuff? Like, I don't know. Like, are we watching a movie tonight? Like, what? Okay. Oh, okay. So you're busy. Okay. So that means that I'll still stay live. I'll get a couple more subscribers. Let's go. I got to keep growing the channel, man. You know how it is. You got 12K subs, man. That's pretty good. That's my goal. My goal is to get to 12,000 subscribers by 2026. So on my Instagram, so my 2024 recap was 3.8 thousand subscribers, and then my 2025 recap was 8.649. So 8.6 thousand subscribers. So like my goal for 2026 for this year, like at the end of the year, is hopefully seeing that number over 12,000. So like, yo, I'll be live. Like that's why I'm trying to go live like a lot more, and just posting like just a ton of videos and just getting exposure and things like that, and just growing the channel like that. That would be sick. I just gotta like post video. I just gotta live stream while I play Yu-Gi-Oh, man. That's all I gotta do. I feel like if I do that, I'll get enough subscribers. It's time to duel. Duel. Attack your life points directly. You lose the game. Yeah, let's take a look at, what did you say? You said BCH. Oh yeah, this one guy commented on my video on BCH and said I'm not being bullish enough. Taking a look at Bitcoin Cash BCH on the live stream. So far so good with BCH. This looks very, very, very bullish. And there's a gentleman that actually commented on my video and said, hey, like, you know, you're being very bearish. And I want to kind of clarify that, because I don't think that I think this is very bullish, but you know, these moves down and these sell-offs do happen. So for anybody that's trying to dollar cost average down, or kind of position themselves with like certain targets, it's a good indicator, and it's a good practice to know, hey, these are the next areas of support, while still being macro bullish. So that's why we talk about them. Not necessarily saying, hey, Bitcoin Cash is going down to this box, but hey, when it does, and if it does, this is the next area of support. So 321 for 434. Now the targets on the upside right now are all valid, and it looks like we're headed to those targets, which is breaking double top at 713, breaking out 889 being the next major area of resistance, and then 1655 being the next target. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I will catch you in the next video. Yeah, I mean, did you buy? I put all in on BCH. Did you buy like now? Mathiel says, can you look at Metis? Really curious what you think on the charts. It's all-time high holders now. What's up, Mike Max Bro? What's up, Big Doc? How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you, man? The Crypto Index says, let me check on my... Oh, yeah, I already read that. You will get there. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you get to 100K subs too, man. Like, that's the goal. You get the 100K. I want the 100K plaque, man. Come on. Come on, 100K. I want the 200 or 300,000 plaque, right? 250 or whatever the next one is. The gold one. That would be sick. Gold play button. Bro, I watched a Yu-Gi-Oh video the other day, and everyone was saying it's changed 2 turns. Yeah, but I play retro format, so I play old school Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I'm a nerd, in case you guys didn't know, but those are my decks. So I play retro, so like it's 2005 format, so old school ban list, the way that you saw it on the TV. And then I also play Edison format, which is 2010 ban list. So it's with Synchro Monsters. If you don't know Yu-Gi-Oh, then you guys have no idea what I'm saying, so don't even worry about it. But I want to get the meta glasses, and I want to start like live streaming and doing that, and you know, maybe putting myself more into my channel just outside of like live streaming and talking about like charting, but more so like me as an individual and like, you know, doing stuff. Because that's the goal. That's the goal. Mateo says you'll get 10x subscriber count before BTC gets to 10x. I think so. I think that when we start going up, like when Bitcoin, I think my last 38, okay, so on YouTube Studio, it tells you your last 28 days of like stats. So my last 28 days right now is 80 subscribers. I'm not kidding you. When we were bullish, my last 28 days subscriber on YouTube Studio, it was like 700, 800. The highest it's ever been was, let me actually see, the highest it's ever been was, it was 1100. So in 1 month, I got 1100. Which makes sense, because if I was at 3.8K and then, yeah, if I was at 3.4K at the beginning of 2025, yeah, 3.8K at the beginning of 2025, and then I'm at 8.6. What is that, 5,000? So yeah, in the last 6 months, or sorry, in the last 12 months. But yeah, in the last 28 days, it's 28. In the last 28 days, it's 80 subscribers. But that's crazy. I think that like it comes in waves, and eventually we'll get there. Like when Bitcoin goes up, and when we actually get alt season, which we haven't gotten since 2021. I'm gonna be when I go live every single night. We're gonna have like 100 people in here. So I think that that's definitely going to happen, but we're just waiting for this alt season, which never happened, which is unfortunate for my channel, right? Keep grinding. When the market turns up, it will pay off. I think so. I bought I bought now, but sold Zcash, which I bought at $40. So I'm switching horses. Yeah, but you're up. Oh, yeah, but you're up on Zcash, so that's really good. Yeah, Zcash did like a freaking 40x, man. Zcash was a monster this bull run. Yo, look at what Zcash did. From the low, Zcash did a 45x, man. That's insane. Taking a look at Zcash on the live stream. So be careful for Zcash. We don't need to change a chart as of right now. But technically, you did get stuck here at the 618 at 525, which is what we did focus, what we did state and focus on 618 retracement. And with this pullback, you need to absolutely stay over 375 to 426. If you don't, then you will come back down to make a lower low. And then at that point, we need to redraw all of our targets, and we're probably looking at a bigger capitulation. However, you still have a chance of bouncing from 375 and this area that where we have boxed. You have an opportunity to bounce from this area and break this downtrend and break 525. If that happens, double top at 737 and 1200 are both still in play. But it needs to stay over this box. It needs to get back over this box and start making its way back up to 525. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. I made and still have my own board for Yu-Gi-Oh that I play with my boys still. No way, bro. You play Yu-Gi-Oh? What? Yo, let's go. Hey, do you actually follow the ban list though? Do you play, do you play like the best decks like Warrior and Chaos Turbo and stuff, or do you play like the structure decks, like the old school, like the way that they came out of the boxes? Because you can only have one Pot of Greed, and there are cards that are banned. You could have one Graceful, one Delinquent Duo, the Trinity. So that's hey TCO, we gotta play, man. We have to duel. If you have I got my decks right there. It's insane because I did that when everything was bearish, especially BTC. No, you're talking about. Wait, Aloe, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Zcash. Yeah. It did it September of two. Well, no, so October it made an all-time high. So no, October Zcash Bitcoin made an all-time high in October. But if you're, what are you talking about? Are you talking about my subscribers? Or are you talking about Zcash? The Chucho USCR on reset for the next run. Watch. The Chucho fourth soup, so 4 beans, man. Thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. That's 4 super chats now in like an hour and a half, man. Thank you. Another 99 cent. That used to be a soft taco from Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Man, I really want to make a Crunchwrap Supreme. That's what I want to make. Let's see. USCR, what is it doing? Oh, no, it's still... Oh, is it going back up? No. Did I miss something? Oh, Metis. I didn't check Metis. Sorry about that. Got too carried away and distracted with Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, Metis. Damn. I mean, this is no different than my coin. So, BTC tops in October. Z Trash is in November. No, it's not. Right? I'll check again. But I mean, Metis. I don't know, man. Is this thing gonna like? Is this thing dead? It's still on Coinbase. And technically, you didn't break its all-time low back here at $3.99. So at least you're not like at all-time lows. So that's not bad. Very small supply, 10 million market cap fully. Or sorry, 10 million total supply and max supply. I mean, it doesn't look bad. On the macro time frame, you might have a 618. So technically on the macro time frame, look, you already had a 618.786 retracement, made a lower high, and you're in this downtrend. Okay, so technically you made a lower low on the shorter time frame. You could do the same. I mean, if this thing has a monster run and you're trading it, then you have opportunity for a 750%. What was this? This was a 13x. So yeah, obviously it's going to be less. 750% pump. That would be nice, but in anything over that, I'd say it's a full-on reversal. But you have a lot of resistance to break, and you have a lot of opportunity to sell for a profit if you're buying now in hopes of getting into this trade. I'm about to make lamb chops with salad or baked potato. Let's go. That sounds good. Dude, lamb meat is great. I don't have that much, like, we don't really eat a lot of lamb, but I like lamb. USCR will start going back up Sunday or Monday. All right, you know what? Let's see if you're right. Damn, it's just I can't find it on here, so I can't really save a chart on USCR. Hey, for USCR, I'm just gonna, because like you always super chat in here, and you don't like, I'm not saying that because like I'm saying, you know, keep super chatting, but because I appreciate all the super chats and you've been coming in here and super chatting a lot, I'm gonna actually add this to my watch list, and I'm gonna start making weekly update videos on it for you. It'll, you know, like we'll just kind of gauge it and see how long it's gonna be on here, because every single one is obviously like more. Like we're always gonna look at it on the live streams too, but just FYI, like I'm gonna put that on there because I have been getting a lot of good engagement actually on the coin. So like, let me look at my channel and then let me look at USCR videos, USCR. Yeah, like, yeah, dude, like look at this, like last the last 9 days ago, 2 days ago, I guess 1 day ago, 29. Surprisingly, but it is getting okay views, so I'm just gonna add it on there for you because I appreciate it. I appreciate your super chats, and yeah, that's it. Let's see. I have a good deck. Yes, old school, bro. I guarantee you, my deck, like you like I have like the best meta deck. I want to play you. My deck is super meta. It's almost so cheap. 3 Thunder Dragons, 2 Chaos Sorcerers, BLS, like I got the Koichis in there, I got Gravekeeper Spies, I got the Trinity, I got the Trap Dust Shoots. Yo. If you're playing Dark Magician, like you're probably gonna lose. Bajorna Beck, let's go. Welcome to the hour and 40-minute mark, man. I guess it's Friday, so I guess it's okay. Moodang. Moodang. Oh, I can make an update video on this actually. Nice. Taking a look at Moodang on the live stream. So nothing has really happened from our last video. Yeah, so we had support here at the 618, which we actually did tag, and you didn't quite come back and fill this wick. Now, you don't have to, but we technically do have support at 6 cents. On the shorter time frame, you did come back up and retest this area as resistance. So we do have resistance at 9 cents to 11 cents. If we can't break this area, then obviously you're in some sort of downtrend and 6 cents is in play. The next area of support, if you do break down, is going to be around 3 cents 60. Now on the macro time frame, you're actually still over 7 cents, which is the 382 from the high to the low. So as long as you're over 7 cents 70, then you're still macro bullish and the target's on the upside and 18 cents is in play. I just don't like the fact that we're making lower highs and you already had a 618 retracement. You had a 786 retracement, you came down, you had a 618 retracement, you came down, and I don't want to see us coming back up here and having a 0.5 retracement, which does coincide with this shorter time frame area of resistance between 9 cents and 11 cents. So I really do want to see a continuation over this box, and then we can start taking a look at the macro targets on the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. But you never explained why I said it will go up. You never wrote it, right? On USCR on reset for next week, run watch. I'm about to bake some. USCR will start going back up Sunday or Monday. Yeah, I didn't see you writing anything after that. Bajornabek says Elon on 1 week stock RSI is picking up. Yeah, it is. I'll take a look at it. What happened to Caspa shows? They moved to another stream. Yeah, where is that guy? I haven't seen him in a while, even though he's a member and I added his coin on the watch list. Been playing since Legend of Blue Eyes. Yo, let's go. Yeah, I mean that's OG. I got LOB, MRD, SRL, PSV. You got, I got the original Call of the Haunted. Let's go. I got the original Call of the Haunted, so I could bring back my BLS because it was summoned successfully and you didn't solemn judgment it. Yeah, I can't find it. That's right, because I can't save the chart because it's not on here. It's not on TradingView, unfortunately. And anything that I draw on TradingView obviously goes away. I can't save the charts. But yeah, there is no. I mean, wait, is this it? No, it's not. Is this it? No, it's not. Yeah, it's like not. It doesn't have any like. It's not on any exchanges. Yeah, I can't actually save it, so that's why. I didn't see it on there, so I can't. I have a holographic Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragon. That's not even a card. Yeah, what is Caspa doing? Nothing. Same thing. Oh yeah, we're gonna look at Elon's weekly stock RSI. Yeah, I actually did know. I did. I hate saying. I did say this in our update video. So the RSI is actually extremely oversold. Yeah, and the stock RSI on the weekly is actually curling up, which is great. Yeah, wow. Last time this happened was back in March. I mean, technically, we got a nice move, right? It was like 85%. Yeah, it was 85%, so that's not bad. And then the time before that was September, In September, we got a monster move. Time before that was June. Even in June, we got a monster move, right? 57%. So yeah, obviously right now, probably if whoever's buying is going to get into a nice trade, we might come up to, 70% and 150% make a lower high. Well, holders are probably going to get wrecked, which is fine because that one time that traders take profits is the one time that it's going to run, and they're going to buy back at a higher price and even push our bags even higher. So, but yeah, stock RSI, nice find. The stock RSI is curling up. Why isn't this? Yo, what the heck? Oh, it's because I didn't. Okay, there we go. There we go. Wow, I really should pay for TradingView. Can you check Pepe? What's up, Christoph? How's Sven doing? Yeah, Pepe. So Pepe did hit its area of resistance. We said we had resistance at 55 to 67. You came up, you retested this area, so it was like more of a retracement. Technically, it's not over. As long as we stay over 55, you do have the opportunity to consolidate in this area of resistance and break out of this downtrend, which is what you need for any sort of continuation. Once that does happen, 5096 would be in play, and then a breakout should send you back up and all-time highs in play. However, if you do break below 5055, you are going to come back down and make a lower low and validate this downtrend we've been in, which is what it's been doing every single time. No financial advice, just my opinion. Feels like alts are about to fall off the table and BTC isn't even moving. Bro, stop being so bearish because you're going to make me think that my Dogelon is going to 704 and I'm going to be down another $1,100. Okay, Aloe, so I don't want to hear that. It's not bad though. It was crazy here, like the movement here, just seeing like your account like at 12K, 17K, 10K, 13K, and then down to like 5K. Absolutely insane. If you ain't got no Doge on Mars, get you some. All right, we've been live for almost 2 hours now. Yeah, I think how many does this show how many we got 20 viewers. Yeah, I would hate to leave. Yeah, we got one, two, three, four super chats from the True Chill. And then we got one super chat from TCU. So thank you so much for the super chats, man. I really appreciate that. At 24 votes in. Do you think we'll get alt season? 79% think that we're going to get alt season in 2026. All right. It's pretty good. All right. Well, I think we're going to call it here. Yeah, we've been live for almost 2 hours. Man, I really want to just hit that 2 hour mark. So you know what? We'll just be live for another like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But don't bother me. I'm just going to sit here and go to sleep. Imagine. Oh no. Sonic seems to be reverse, but what is that? Is that a gamble coin? Oh no. This used to be, what was this? Was this Phantom at some point? And no, this isn't reversing. It's more of like a retracement than a reversal. And it's not Son, it's this one, but yeah, this isn't a reversal. It's just a retracement. In order for it to be a reversal, you need to break 12 to 18 cents. So you still have some area to break through in order to say, hey, it's attempting to break out and it's attempting to have a reversal. Yeah, 12 to 18 cents. So no. We got pretty good views though. I mean, we hit like 300 views on this live stream. So we had like 300 people coming by the live stream, which is nice. That's a lot of people. Typically it's around like 1 to 200. So people are turning bullish again, but we just need to see some sort of follow through. We just need to see some sort of follow through. Chart silver? Yeah, no, there is no charting silver, man. Silver is like breaking out. So like what? I mean, like it's at 80 bucks right now. You're up a lot on silver, right? Yeah. Wow. I just can't. It's just crazy. It went up 2x like all in like a couple months. Yeah, wow. Wow. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? I like that better. Let's see. Let me see. What is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Give me a second. Let's see. Let's see if it's this deck or the other one. I have a couple. Here, I'll show you a couple. And this is one of them. I don't know if you could see that. Obviously, if you know, you know. And let me look at my other deck. This is my other one. You already know this one. I mean, you have to know this one. That's also an original PSV. Super nice. I play that in my side, though, in my side deck. So. All right, let's see. Silver on an uptrend? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Not looking at stocks. Crypto. I got $67. Yeah, I know. You're up a lot, dude. The True Chill is like, you're killing it, man, with both of those coins. Yo, Jason Sinkar for 2 beans. Says FLK, Tano, and Epic Chain. Jason says, put the cards away and get back to work. Yeah, basically. That's fine. He sent me $2, man. I work for money. Yes, I work for money. So, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Fleek? What is this? Oh, my God. This is a gamble play, though, huh? Yeah, man. This is, But then again, it's Jason Sinkar, so he has some interesting coins. Yeah, so, Jason Sinkar for this coin, obviously very small market cap, a very low supply. It's 6 million fully diluted. It's not too crazy. If you're buying right now, then like if you're trading it, I mean, back up to its all-time high is a 16x, but you could still come up and make a lower high, get stuck at resistance from the current price. It's around a 60 to 148%. If you're going to risk it for the biscuit, the next target is 34 cents, which is 618 retracement, which is around a 400% pump from the current price. There's no more support. I don't know where support is, so you could theoretically come back up to either of these levels, get stuck, and come back down, make a lower low. Once you break 34 cents, I'd say to the moon. This thing has a lot of upside potential because it's such a small market cap, so it's a high risk, high reward coin. And I mean, even at $7, you're looking at 140 million, which technically you have a target here at $7. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Your next one is Konami. Yeah, whoa, what happened here? Yo, that's not good. Did it rug? Yeah, that's not good. So for Tonami, I mean, this is another gamble play. I don't know why it did that, but just be careful, obviously. I mean, it's a 8x back up to its all-time high. But it's only a 354,000 market cap. So another extremely gamble play. I don't know how low this thing can go, but it looks like it wants to fill this wick. So if it does fill the wick and if it does bottom out, then I mean it's a 300,000 market cap, right? So you're looking at an 8x, and then if this thing blows up 3 zeros to, it's around a 37x, but you're still looking at what, like under a 10 million market cap. So if you're trading it, then you're probably taking profits here at 4 zeros 1 to 15, which is 60 to 130%. And then next level is the 618 retracement at 279%. So not financial advice, just my opinion. And then Epic Chain. Excuse me. Epic Chain. Yeah, I don't like this coin already because... Wait, hold on. Are they done releasing coins? Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. So it looks like it's fully diluted, so I'd say this is probably the better of the last three that you said. But with Epic Chain, you already came up and you already retested this area of resistance. So I'm not saying we have to go back down, but you clearly already had a retracement and you did a 95%. So just like how we looked at your other two coins, and you're looking at right now, like the other two are here, so you're looking at that move. Again, I don't know if you're trading it, but theoretically, if you got in now if you got in at this point with Epic Chain, this is where traders are going to be taking profits. So this is where you're going to be taking profits. Now, at any point, if we break this area of resistance, then $1.52 is in play. You're still in a downtrend, so you have a lot of area resistance to break. If it does come back down here, you're probably going to break down, make a lower low. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. I got like 15K into different projects spread out. That's smart. I don't. I have 0.002 BTC and then I have my Dojo on Mars. So you are playing it smart. But me, nope. All my eggs, one basket, baby. Dude made you look at 3 rugs. No, well, yeah, Epic Chain doesn't look that bad though. I mean, it's still bad, but I mean, out of the last 2, the other 2 are like a lot, like really big gamble plays, but LOL should check out websites and X pages. Everything is a rug. Haha. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, everything but Bitcoin and all the coins that are actually that have like some sort of cycle making all-time highs, which is mostly Bitcoin, which is why this channel is churned mostly into a BTC maxi channel, especially now with 0.002 BTC. I love it. I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I own $140? No, $190 of Bitcoin. Thanks. You're welcome. And hey, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate closing out the stream with the last super chat, man. So thank you. I think we're done. So we've been live. So we've officially been live for 2 hours and 2 minutes. So that was a pretty good live stream tonight. We will be live again tomorrow. I want to say in the afternoon. So just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. The watch list videos will be posted tomorrow morning, and I'll be live probably around 4 o'clock or I don't know, like 4:30 p.m. Tomorrow in the afternoon. So Pacific Standard Time. So thank you so much. Have a great night, and I'll hopefully catch everybody in tomorrow's live stream. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you for all the members, all the subscribers, all the super chats. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for coming by the live stream. Have a good night. There we go. Man, see, I thought just when I thought I was getting good at it, and now I'm not. So I completely forgot that part. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.